And welcome you guys to the very first episode of the Pigskin Recap show with your boy Tyler. I have a few guests with me coming in soon, but got a lot of games to talk about. Um, a lot of storylines throughout the season. First off, what's going on with Brady? Also, what's going on with the Steelers offensive line? Um, the Jets resurgence, the Jets surge, Jalen Hurts' MVP like season, and honestly, Josh McDaniels and his struggles with the coaching, and a whole lot more. But let's introduce our guests. Before, it's good. It's good. I'm gonna move. But let's introduce our guests. Our first guest on the docket, we have Mitch from the Hardcore Sports Network. My boy Mitch, how's it going?
It's going well, man. It's going well. I've been hyped up for your show, bro. I'm glad you can do it, and I'm glad you're a part of the network. And I don't know where Rob is. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know where he's at, but
Hey,
excited to be here, bro.
there he
And
is.
you
And here's my
motherfucker.
buddy Robert coming in to help out for today. Um,
Sorry, I had personal stuff I had to take care of.
No, you're
hey,
good,
it's all
man. You're
good.
good.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Where should we begin? The Ravens beat the Bucks 27-22.
God, do we want to go over that game? Good lord.
What? Let's bring up that one question that I had up here. What's going on with Brady this year?
For me, I think the one issue is like the fact the fact that he already lost his marriage. So I mean that's one factor you're playing into it. Not to mention too, there's another thing too that father time is now finally caught up to Tom Brady. Because remember, like you were seeing quarterbacks, like Tom Brady's age or Aaron Rodgers, their play starting to decline tremendously. Because Brady could do it for so much long, but no wonder the Bucks don't have no supporting cast around Brady. Brady just yikes. It's been in question. It's been huge question marks.
Right. What do you think, Mitch? What do you think's going on with him?
Well, for me, I think it's just like with his personal life, the whole divorce thing and all that. That's getting into him. His old age is getting to him. I mean, he just retired when he had the chance. And yeah, and I have Brady on my fantasy team, and that's not going out too well. That's
No,
not
not at all. Lamar Jackson went 27 for 38, 238 yards, two touchdowns, no picks. Brady had a iffy game. He went 26 for 44, 325 yards, and a touchdown. So he could. I would think that he would give you some points, Mitch. So it's not really
I got
a wash
17. I got 17. He's never gotten like 25 or higher.
because
He
he's
hasn't
been
missed.
over. But here's the thing: you can equate to him struggling early on, but you can also equate to the receivers dropping the ball so many
Mhm.
times in these
Yeah,
games. They've been
that is
struggling
true.
too.
That
Um,
is true.
Leonard Fournette had 9 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Fournette isn't really like getting these big runs either. That's also an issue. That he used to be getting, since that Super Bowl season in 2020, 2021, I believe. Um, he's not. The whole team has just been on the downturn. The entire team. It's not just Brady. I feel like the receivers aren't catching the ball for him. Leonard Fournette isn't the same power back that he was only getting 24 yards in this game and a touchdown with 9 carries.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole team has gone wrong. The whole ship is sinking in Tampa Bay. That's what I feel like. It's not just Brady. It's not just the fact that he's distracted because of his whole divorce thing, which honestly, it's his fault. He should have been retired. He put football over family, which is sad.
Which is the worst
but
decision.
Worst decision you'd ever make because now you costed yourself your family. But you can also make a case, like Rob said, he's on the downturn. He's in his 40s. He's way past his prime. His skills are going and diminishing. But I feel like the entire Tampa Bay team has just crumbled. Dude,
Like their O-line's
the O-line's bad. The
Godwin
receivers
can't
are
stay
bad.
healthy.
Who can't stay healthy?
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin can't stay healthy. You have Mike Evans dropping passes when he usually catches them easy. But yeah, the whole thing is just crumbled, and it's not just Brady. Part of it's Brady. Yes, I agree with that, but it's been all Tampa Bay gone downhill. Lamar Jackson, you can't really make a case that he is a run-first quarterback anymore because he's got 238 yards, 27 for 38 passing. I feel like Lamar Jackson also developed his game over the years, and that also equated to them winning this game. But also, the defense did not record any picks. It's just been all bad for the Bucs. And do I see them making the playoffs? At this point, in the way they're looking, no. I don't see them making the playoffs. I really don't.
What are they, 3-4 right now? They're 3-4, right?
They're 3-5
Because
after
Falcons lead that division. Because
3-5 after this loss. Yeah. And they're in a bad division, so they could still win the division with a bad record.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see it. The way the Falcons have been playing lately, shockingly under Marcus Mariota, I just don't see them winning the division or going to the playoffs. I really don't. But the next game we have the Broncos versus the Jags, and honestly, as a Trevor Lawrence guy, and a Clemson guy, this pains me. This really pains me because he struggled in this game again. Man, I forgot to write his stats down. Ugh. But they were bad stats. They were bad. They were very bad.
I've been saying this for God knows how long. I've been saying this for like years. Rob, you know where I'm going with this. Trevor Lawrence is Bo Callahan from draft day. And I'm telling you right now, Trevor Lawrence is overrated. I've been saying that time and time and time again.
Listen,
well, that's no surprise. Me and Tyler said it. It's even ourselves.
I've said this. I said this after the first 2 weeks. This man looks like a bust.
Yeah.
He looked like a bust last year. He looked like a bust through the first 2 games, even though they lucked out one of those games because they went 2-1 in the first 3.
Yeah.
I just don't see this guy panning out. This is year 2. Usually year 2 is when the quarterbacks really start to blossom and pan out. Trevor Lawrence has not panned out at all. For me, and he's kind of, if you look at his touchdown and interception ratio, it's the same number. Same number of touchdowns, same number of interceptions. That's not good. This man's out here looking like Jameis Winston. That's how bad he's looking. He's out here looking like Jameis Winston. He looks good one drive, the next minute he's on a pick. That's how Jameis Winston played, and that's how he still plays. He's looking like Jameis Winston, and it's not good. This game, I know we're all excited about this game, y'all. The Eagles beat the Steelers 35-13.
Woo. Yes, sir.
Now I've got a question to ask you guys.
Go for it.
Is Jalen Hurts an MVP caliber quarterback?
Rob, I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll go after.
No, I mean, I know there's probably like more better quarterbacks than him, but I do think he's getting a lot of consideration. So I think he should be in that conversation as well. Not to mention the fact, yes, I mean, the only good competition we played was Dallas.
Yeah.
Not going to be there's going to be this delusional Dallas fans like, oh yeah, I'll beat a backup. Like backup quarterbacks don't mean nothing. If you have a good defense and a good offense, you're still good competition. Now,
But
with
look,
that being
but
said,
here's the thing. I also want to say this too. Who won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback?
we did. And not to mention, I mean, you really think about it too. Like the fact that Hurts is what I think so far this year almost has a 70% completion percentage, almost 1,800 passing yards, 10 touchdowns to two. Okay,
You'll be back. Just
that was
keep
good.
going. Just keep going.
Almost 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So I mean, the dude can do it all, and it's
The absolute worst time for my browser to just go haywire on StreamYard.
oh yeah.
No, Tyler, this is your show.
It's my show. It's my show, and
who moved me back up, Rob? Did he move me back up?
I didn't do anything. But I mean,
and he's laughing.
Yo.
But yeah, so Tyler, before everything went to shit. So I was saying, the fact that this year has almost a 70% completion percentage overall, almost 1,800 passing yards, 10 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and leads the team to a 7-0 record. And I mean, yes, I mean he has a couple bad games, but still, when he has a few every so often bad game, we still win games, even if he doesn't have enough, doesn't throw for a certain amount of yardage. We still have the running game, which also, and we're probably one of the best RPO teams in the NFL to run an RPO or a read option.
Yeah. See, let me piggyback off your take here of him having a bad game. Even when this man looks like he's having a bad game, it looks like a good game still. That's the thing. This man he plays well even in bad games. Even if we're losing, he's still trying his best to get this team a win. And this is what I like about Hurts. He has enough heart to give this team a win, to win at all costs mentality. I like the way he plays. I like how he developed in the pocket, not just running after a snap, immediately after the ball gets snapped. And I also like that he's able to convert on third downs as well, and on fourth downs.
Yeah. So for me, I've been having him on the outside looking in for God knows how long. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I can't say Herbert anymore, but with those two quarterbacks, they're the 1 and 2, and Hurts is tied for 2.
Yeah.
It'll be like a 2A, 2B. So Hurts is right there. I mean, he did hit his 10th passing touchdown, his 6th running. So 16 total touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. So it's looking good. It's looking really good. And you guys know me. I'm like one of the biggest Hurts critics out there. And I just want this guy to do good, and he's shutting me up every single week, which I love. I love
that too because I love that too because last year I was very critical of him too. I'm like, there he goes again. He's running with the football. He ain't passing it. He ain't doing nothing. And that's what hurt him in the playoffs too last year. He wasn't looking at his reads. He wasn't, throwing the ball down the field to the man that's wide open. He just sees the first read. He doesn't see that it's open. He runs. You can't do that all the time. You've got to look at your first read, look at your second read, look at your third read, and look at your fourth read. Yeah. See who's open. If you see a man open, throw the football. Yeah. And he didn't that last year. This year, he's doing that. And that's what I love about his development, is that he's doing this. Yep. And let's look at our Let's look at some of our stats here. This man went 19 for 25, 285 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. 4. Kenny Pickett had 191 yards, 1 interception. And the second half woes have ended for Philadelphia.
We only scored once, right? Twice.
Twice in
No,
the
we
second
scored.
half.
We scored 14 in the second half. That's really good considering because we only scored once in I
For
would
most of
say
the
a
year.
couple games this year.
Yeah.
For
Like
most
for
of the
most
year,
of the year, we
it's
only
mostly the
scored
second.
once.
Yeah, in the second
This time
quarter.
we're
most of the
scoring.
time.
We're scoring basically 2 touchdowns in the second half. That's way better than what we've been doing for the last 6 weeks, 7 weeks.
Yep.
Way better. Way better performance by Philadelphia. I liked what I saw. Miles Sanders had 9 carries for 78 yards and 1 touchdown. And honestly, can we talk about the Steelers' offensive line? How bad we made them look. How bad they are. There was like the first drive that the Steelers had. Kenny Pickett didn't even have time. Period. As soon as he snapped the ball, he's down. That's how
Yep.
bad that line was. That's how bad this line was. But Philadelphia went 7 for 12 on third downs, 1 for 1 on fourth, 6 sacks to Kenny Pickett, 3 sacks to Hurts, 1 fumble recovery for us, 8 penalties though. The 8 penalties kind of have to clean that up a bit, Philly.
Well, it's just a ref.
That's mostly in Pittsburgh.
Huh?
Oh yeah, it was total.
Yeah, Pittsburgh was heavily penalized that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was with that one penalty to Brendan Graham at the goal line?
He tried to be like a quarterback, which you cannot do that.
Yeah,
Apparently,
you can't do it. You can't do that.
You can't do anything in this league anymore. AJ Brown got taught.
You can't even sack the quarterback.
No, AJ Brown got
penalty.
penalized for taunting, going like this, and he got to call taunting.
Dude,
that's ridiculous.
Dude, I saw one. I think it was the Cowboys, and I was defending the Cowboys. All he did was flex, and they called a penalty. I'm like, what?
Hey, I laughed.
Listen, I mean, as an Eagles fan, of course you laughed, but I mean, I was looking at it from an unbiased standpoint at the time. He just flexed.
Hey,
it's not now if you're over here flipping the bird in the player's face, then yeah, you can call a penalty on that all day. I don't care. But
right.
if you're just flexing, saying yeah, like no, don't call penalty on that. Like if you're flipping a bird, fine. But if you're just doing this, heck, they pulled a Key and Peele.
Mm-hmm.
Pelvic thrust penalty. What is this, Key and Peele? That skit where you can't do 3 pelvic thrusts or you're penalized? Like, come on.
Or the way the key put it, because AJ Brown was kind of pooping on him with no toilet paper.
Yeah.
Man, I swear to God,
somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. Yo, Mitch, clip that. That's funny.
Clip what?
The no toilet paper thing that he just said.
Yeah. Oh, it's just my reaction, just on like weird. But
the next game, it's pretty much a given that Josh McDaniels needs to get fired now. He needs to go. How do you get blanked by the Saints 24-0? I didn't even write stats down for this because I was so mad. This is on Josh McDaniels.
I'm done picking the Raiders.
At this point, as long as Josh McDaniels is coach, never pick the Raiders again, Mitch. Ever.
I'm not.
I even picked them. I even picked them and I got it wrong. I had high hopes for the Raiders to beat the Saints because the Saints are so lowly and they get blanked 24-0. Come on. Josh McDaniels needs to go. He needs to go.
Well, and also think too, you also can put the blame on Mark Davis for bringing in Josh McDaniels at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Davis with that stupid bowl cut on your head. Stupid bowl cut, man. Signed him.
No.
Like Dave's, I think out of the two, I think Dave Ziegler actually has turned out pretty well for the Raiders. But the head coaching prop should have kept Rich Bisaccia, like we said.
Exactly. You had a coach right in your lap. You should have pulled what the Phillies did in baseball. Signed the interim coach.
Well,
Because he got you to the
first. No, Sixers got to do that first. They got to fire Doc Rivers, and then we can get a new coach, and then we will win the whole thing.
Here's the thing. I know Doc Rivers is an issue. And he should be fired. I agree.
Yes.
But we don't know who the interim coach is, if he's good or not. So I mean,
or Dan Burke.
All right. Well, if he's good, then yeah, the whole fire Doc Rivers thing, yeah, I should agree with that. But
no Embiid tonight, by the way.
Oh dang. Well, I mean, we won without Embiid. We lost with Embiid, so who cares?
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Titans beating the Texans 17-10.
Boy, that was an ugly game.
The Texans, I mean, they're competitive, but they just can't finish the job. They're competitive every week, but they just can never finish the job.
They really can't. I mean, we really think about it. I mean, Davis Mills has shown not to be the guy for Houston. We know that's for a certain. Brandon Cooks, who knows, because there's been rumors around him, he might be getting traded at the trade deadline. So because I mean, look,
honestly, at this point, if at this point, if you're competitive but you can't finish the job, just sell the team or just go on a spending spree. Or not on a spending spree. Go on a fire sale. Get rid of Brandon Cooks. Who else is good that needs to go from that team? So we got Brandon Cooks.
That's a good question.
He needs to go.
That's a very good.
I mean, they have pieces for this team, but they're not able to finish the job for whatever reason.
I mean, shit. I mean, you really go back to their opening game against Indy. They should have freaking won. Indy should have choked it. Indy had no answers for what the Texans, especially, and not to mention too, in Texas, the Houston Texans have a tendency to abandon the running game because you got Damian Pierce, who's been one of their better running backs. They're young running backs.
I don't really think that a trade should be necessary. I think a coaching firing shouldn't happen. Because if you're going on and abandoning the run like that, come on.
No, I don't think it's no. I think that's the first. When I looked at the different games, I mean, they have instances where they have abandoned it. But you guys remember, you got Lovie Smith, because everything was going on with Houston, though, it's been a lot of crazy stuff that's been surrounded with Houston at the same time. That's the reason why they brought it, just let Lovie Smith be from the defensive coordinator to the head coaching spot, because
you have
the damn
you have a team. You have a team that's struggling. They have all this distraction because they're still involved with the Deshaun Watson thing. We'll get to that soon. But yeah, you have this whole Deshaun Watson situation that's still kind of lingering in Houston for the Texans. You almost kind of feel bad for their fans, to be honest.
They deserve a whole. They
deserve a lot better than what they're getting for this football team.
Yep.
And all this distraction and all this hoopla that's going on with this team, plus with the team like underperforming and not playing well, the coaching, oftentimes abandoning the run, going pass heavy, which is an issue for some of these teams if you don't have a good quarterback anymore, because you traded the good quarterback because a good quarterback wanted out.
And he, not to mention too, and the fact that Deshaun, before, like if you say before the Deshaun Watson stuff came around, or the lawsuits and shit like that, Watson also wanted to have a part of personnel changes, but the McNair family never gave him the opportunity to, kind of give him his input, because first of all, like that kind of will rub a player the wrong way, because like if you show that if you're an owner and you piss off one of your players and then wants to trade out of there. I mean, at times, at first, I could understand why Deshaun Watson wanted out there, but now, like I said, with all the situation that has been lingering from Houston all the way to Cleveland, it changes my mind on that. But I think overall, though, where I will get the Texans a lot of credit that they know how to draft well. They've always been known how to draft well. But the problem that it is, being one of the youngest franchises since what 2002,
2002 was when they were.
And the fact that you had a quarterback that was a human punching bag, it's like, it's just
God. They treated Carr like dog crap, dude.
They did.
But
how do you
I mean,
how do you not have a line for this guy?
Not just that, too. I mean, all the different horrible moves that they made. Remember when they had Bill O'Brien as the head coach and the general manager?
Oh, that reminded me of Chip Kelly. And I hate to bring it up. But it reminded me of Chip Kelly.
That is basic. And look what he's doing now. He's successful at the college level. For some reason, it's ridiculous. But Texas, I mean, I wish we can get Dante's perspective on this because I feel like I think he knows where this team lies. Because they got good young talent, and Derek Stingley. They got that their defense. Though you got to give them where credit is due. They're very stingy, but it's the offense is what's the issue. Because remember, you got Brandon Cooks, but who do you have outside of that? Probably nobody. They got no. Yep. I mean, you got John Mechie the third. I mean, I don't know if he's ever played this season. I mean, it's just
there's just so many question marks with this team, like so many. But the next game that I would like to talk about is the Seahawks win versus the Giants, 27-13. Can we talk about for a minute how good Geno Smith's been playing all year? This man has been going crazy.
Geno Smith is dark. I'm gonna say this: an extreme dark horse for the MVP. Extreme.
I can get behind that.
Everybody's saying that, and I have to agree with this. He's an extreme dark horse for the MVP.
The way and also you got to take into account that the NFC West is not bad, but they're just not as great as people think it is. Because remember,
they're kind of underperforming because they're kind of really underperforming because you have in the West here.
You got the
Cardinals who've been underperforming.
You got the Rams.
The Rams who've been underperforming, and the
49ers.
The 49ers who are kind of getting better with McCaffrey out there.
McCaffrey had a throwing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, the first time since hold on, I have this in my notes that he had this happen. He is the fourth player since 1970 to have a touchdown pass, a touchdown run, and a touchdown catch in one game. Walter Payton did it. Walter Payton did it on October 1st, 1979. LaDainian Tomlinson did it on October 16th, 2005.
I forgot about that.
And David Patton, a very forgotten player because I don't even know who the heck that was when I written his name down, did it on October 21st, 2005. So only three other players did it before McCaffrey did.
Yep.
2 coming in the same season. And 1 coming in the 70s.
Yep.
But, man. Since we're talking about that, I'm gonna skip over the Commanders and Colts because I had them written down next. 49ers would beat the Rams 31-14 in this game.
Wait, you said the name.
What?
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Those haters can't stand up. Left hand up.
Okay. That just added some hilarity to some comedy for you guys on this show. We're gonna do that every time.
Oh yeah. Me and Cool Cat, we did it. We do it so many times. Oh, there you go. But we do it so many times. Look.
Those haters can't stand up. Left hand up.
I can't take it. I just can't.
But I think Tyler having issues again.
He'll be
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
So what was it? I said it.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand up.
Okay. What did he say? The watch? I can't say that name. I said can't. It's Washington versus who? Who they play? Oh yeah, the Colts. Yeah.
The Mr. Horseshoes. There goes Randy. Oh, hey, there you go.
Wait.
I think no, it's just funny. It's just funny that
No,
way.
because I overplay it. Because I play it so many goddamn times. He hates me for that. Oh, don't worry. I will try not to play it tomorrow on MK Headlines. With Cool Cat Connors as yes, and Desert Eagle 90. With Randy as my co-host with Further AM. Oh my god. I'm not gonna play that tomorrow, Further. I am not. I mean, Randy, I'm not gonna play that tomorrow. If I do, hit me in the face. Huh?
Damn.
Dude,
It's funny.
I don't even know. I had to change browsers.
What are you on?
I was using Samsung Internet and it was messing up on Samsung Internet. I had to use this.
Oh, whatever. You're here.
Right,
So,
yeah.
are we talking about Washington versus the Colts?
No, I was going to skip over that because we were talking about the 49ers. You mentioned McCaffrey, so I was just going to do that game before I did that.
Smart.
Because for me, the way I see the 49ers is at times they're very inconsistent at times. If you looked at some of their games. But I'd rather take a team like the 49ers. Yes, it may be inconsistent, but at least you know how to get the job done, win or lose. But the problem and even go and talk about the Rams too. When they lost Andrew Whitworth to retirement, and just that O line just has not been the same. And not having OBJ or something like that, or a guy that can really, or the receiver core is not that great either, other than outside of Cooper Kupp. Because remember, because it's like Cooper Kupp's the most targeted wide receiver on that Rams
Didn't
roster.
Kupp get injured?
I think Kupp got injured.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not sure. But let me hold on. Let me bring up this comment because it just made me laugh.
Because I played that video so many times, and Randy just hates me for it.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
He's like, Mitch, don't you play that video now? Don't you play it? I'm like, okay, I'm about to play. He goes, Mitch, fine, I will.
And Mitch, just to make him, just to get under his nerves, I'm gonna mention the certain team again.
No. It is called Washington. We're gonna call it Washington.
I'm not gonna tease it. I'm teasing it.
Okay,
before I mention this certain team, just play the video before I mention them. But before that, let me go to the 49ers and Rams here. Yes, I have to agree with Rob. The 49ers have been very inconsistent at times.
Yeah.
They've been good during a few weeks, and then certain weeks they're looking like an absolute travesty out there. But against the Rams, Garoppolo went 21 for 25, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. McCaffrey went 1 for 1, 34 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm surprised he got 34 yards out of the pass.
Right.
I was thinking maybe goal line offense, trick play, boom, touchdown, thinking duck, but no. He had a long pass. He also had 18 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown.
I have no problem with the team, but that video gets stuck in my head and I catch myself singing it.
Oh, dear. Oh. But
blame Cool Cat. He's the one who showed me the video, so you can blame him. You can tell him tomorrow on MK Headlines.
Yeah, Rob, why'd you have to go and do that, Rob?
I didn't say anything.
He didn't say
anything. He's not saying nothing. Anyway,
I played the 5th.
you plead the fifth. You ain't saying nothing. What are you innocent by association?
Yeah.
Hold on, it's saying that I have to start the video still on Facebook.
Huh?
Weird.
It's saying I still have to start the video on Facebook.
Nah, it's fine. It says we're
Okay.
live on here. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, we're good. Okay, but yeah.
Oh, by the way, Randy, that's a pause.
Okay, Connor.
No. That's a pause, Randy. Read the last part.
Oh God, Mitch, why? Why did you have to do that? Your mind's in the gutter. Your mind's in the gutter. You drag me into the gutter with you. Dang it.
Robert knows.
All right, yeah.
I'm sorry,
You guys, this stream became R-rated. I'm sorry. Wow.
It's okay. So we're talking about Washington versus the Colts.
But Stafford went 187 yards. Well, he went 22 for 33, 187 yards, touchdown, and a 1 rushing touchdown. But the Rams, man, they've been really struggling this year, and they got to clean it up. I have a feeling that they might, but right now we're in week 8. They're probably not gonna clean it up. But now, since Mitch is antsy and he wants to do it, wants me to talk about it. Yeah, moving forward, TVMA, don't have kids watching. Moving forward, don't have kids watching this. TVMA. Now we have the Commanders.
God dang it.
Road clip.
Why would you do that? Randy, he did it, not me.
Those haters
Wait, what did Randy do?
stand up. Left hand up.
No, he gets tired whenever I play that video. So he's like, he said it, the name, not me.
And then we have the Commanders versus the Colts.
Okay, I'm not playing the video anymore.
Yeah, it's over. We're done. We're not doing it anymore. I had to do it one more time for caps and giggles. But
all right.
But
so,
Taylor Heineke is better than Carson Wentz. Just saying. Fuck him.
well, yeah. Everyone knew that from smoke. Everyone knew that. From
everyone knew that from
the
the start.
Heineke's better than Wentz. Everyone knew that from the get-go.
We literally dogged Washington for picking up this guy. We dogged him. Like, you have Heineke. Yeah, you picked up Carson Wentz.
And then they thought that was an upgrade over the quarterback position. Absolutely.
That was a downgrade. That was a huge downgrade. But Heineke went 23 for 31, 279 yards, a touchdown, a pick, and a touchdown run. Ellinger for the Colts, because Matt Ryan has been benched because he's terrible too. He went 17 for 33, 201 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. I don't know how much that helped the Colts, but from the looks of it, it didn't help at all. And I'm telling you, it didn't. How did I not write the score down? What was the score again?
I have no idea. That game was just so bad.
How did I not write the score down? I'm always and read the Commanders. Yo, you know what? Let me look up the NFL app here.
Who are we?
Let me look on the NFL app. Because I'm already screwing up. I didn't even write the score down. God dang it.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
All I know is it was a super shitty game. Well,
yeah.
That.
I'm over here screwing up, guys, in my first show.
No, you're fine. It's 17-16. Washington.
Right. 17-16. Oh, yeah, it was 17-16. Yeah. It was bad. It was a terrible game. Both quarterbacks were Heineke was a bit better. He's better than Carson Wentz for sure, but still kind of eh.
Now, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Carson Wentz is getting traded at the end of the year again?
Yeah,
I'll laugh if it happens.
he's not. I think he's gonna get complete. He's gonna get completely cut. He ain't even gonna. They're gonna let him
I
walk.
think you just hang it up at this
He
point.
ain't, he's not even gonna. He's not. Here's the thing. He's not even gonna get signed by a team. Period.
Right.
He's gonna be out on the street. That's how bad he is.
You know what it
He's gonna be out
reminds
on
me
the
of?
street.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember on the episode of Family Guy when they win the lottery, they lose everything, then they win the lottery again, then they lose everything? That's Carson Wentz
Yep.
in a nutshell.
Pretty
Yeah,
much. I mean,
is.
I can't
It is.
disagree with that.
You know what they need to do? Do you know what they need to do? They need to do what they did on Family Guy to Peter Griffin. The Patriots did to Peter Griffin. He sucks so bad they sent him to London.
It's a
Yeah,
Sabuti.
he sucks so bad. He sucks so bad. Tom Brady sent him to London. Carson Wentz sucks so bad. The Commanders need to send him to London
Yeah, but
and
then
play
he
for the
was,
worst team possible.
and then he was singing Shaboopy.
Yeah, but how did the backups do? Relatively, Heineke did better than Carson Wentz would do. Ellinger, he wasn't as good. He wasn't even better than Matt Ryan, so to speak. Yeah, he didn't throw a pick, but the man was. I don't know. But next up on the docket, and I'm sorry, Goalie, I'm very sorry to have to bring this up. Bears and Cowboys.
Bears suck.
Oh my gosh!
And they
And this
traded
show.
their linebacker again.
And yeah, they traded their linebacker today.
Roquan Smith for a second and a fifth round pick.
Roquan Smith is no more for the Bears.
Facts.
Who did he
And
get traded to, Rob?
To Baltimore for a second and a fifth round pick.
Dude, they couldn't even trade him for first round.
No.
Oh my god, what is up with the Bears?
I'll say this too. The reason why
This is why Bears fans hate the McCaskies. This is why.
Well, goalie most entirely at that point.
Yeah.
Because the
Honestly,
way that
his hatred for the McCaskies is the same amount of hatred that the Bears have for the McCaskies.
because
They
sorry,
are
if you're,
that bad.
and, yeah, well, this also stems back to after they won the Super Bowl in '85. When Virginia McCaskey, and Gooley said this too, when Virginia McCaskey took over the Bears in 1986, she fired every of his father's hirings, and they've been ever a downhill spiral ever since 1986.
Yeah.
And not to mention too,
She even gutted the whole team that year. Gutted the entire team.
yeah. I mean, they have one fluky good year, and that was 2018, but they lost by a double doink.
Honestly, they had two
not
fluky.
the double doink.
Honestly, they had two fluky years under the McCaskey regime.
Right.
Remember 2006, Rob?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Indy.
Oh, that's right. They
Indy.
also had Rex Grossman as the quarterback.
They had Rex Grossman,
How the fuck do I
as
still know
quarterback.
that?
and they somehow made the Super Bowl playing against Indianapolis.
Rex Grossman, the guy who was named after a dinosaur.
Yeah, Rex Grossman.
Damn. I didn't even go that far.
Yeah, I went that far. But yeah, let's not delve too much in their pain. Bears and Cowboys.
Yeah, man.
Yo, yeah, Rob, you mentioned the whole gutting of the 1985 Bears, and then I mentioned it.
It's just like the way that I say this. Not to mention you're going to have about 125 million to spend.
They better spend it. They better spend the cap.
And even Goalie said himself.
Hold on. Let me talk about the stats before we delve into the Bears.
That was just an asshole.
Cowboys win.
That's just an asshole.
49-29. But I don't think it was a butt whooping, honestly, because let's just face it. The game was actually fairly close until the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is where the bottom fell out. for this team. By half, it was still close. Third quarter, it was still close. Fourth quarter, they crapped the bed.
I think it was like a 2-point game in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken, too.
It was relatively close by the third, fourth quarter.
Mhm.
I really don't think it was a blowout. They didn't, completely, didn't show up to play. They showed up to play. They just stopped playing in the fourth. That was the problem. Justin Fields went 17 for 23, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott went 21 for 27, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Pollard, 14 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. Herbert, not Justin Herbert, 16 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown.
Oh, wait. So it's not the Herbert from Family Guy?
No, it's not Herbert the pervert either. He ain't the guy who's asking Chris to come in for popsicles, bitch.
That's payback, Rob. That was payback for earlier.
What happened earlier?
No, remember when he had me go like this? He did a face palm. So that's payback.
But I will say this too, though. I mean, it's just like, and there he goes. But going off of that too, it's just the fact that we either might see either David Montgomery or Khalil Herbert might be moved at the trade deadline.
Yeah. Where do you think he'll go to? Where do you think Herbert will go to?
That's a very good question. Who needs to lose it back nowadays? I mean,
Eagles?
Okay, now I'm convinced that StreamYard hates me.
It's everybody that happens to.
But
yeah, Tyler, we were just talking about where Khalil Herbert will get traded
or
to.
David Montgomery, because we've been hearing rumors that they might get moved at the trade deadline, which is tomorrow at 4:00. So
listen, why would you trade a guy who had 99 yards and a touchdown? A guy who can run. Oh yeah, the McCaskies still run the team.
Not until they kick the bucket, anyways. But that's
not until they croak. But the big problem for the Bears in this game was their run defense.
Mm-hmm.
So bad.
They just let
Tony Pollard have their way. Have his way with them.
Who got Connor for this? The Bears. That's what they do. It's the Bears.
Yeah, it's the Bears at this point. It's the Bears. But also their passing defense wasn't. Their passing defense, yeah, they got a pick, but they allowed Prescott to throw 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. So their defense in general has not been good all year, and in this game has not been good. But
it really has.
The majority of it goes to the run defense. The run defense was just atrocious.
Yep.
Like flat out atrocious. But next game we have, it's the last game, the Sunday nighter. For Sunday, because we're not doing Mondays because we're not there yet. We have Packers versus the Bills. Dude. Aaron, I'm too mad at my team. I'm too salty for my team right now. At it again. Just going through the motions.
Yeah, Packers suck, but can we just admit it that
the Bills are going to the Super Bowl?
We already said it on our last stream with our guest.
She has us in the Bills in the Super Bowl.
She has Eagles Bills. We have Eagles Bills.
I have in the beginning of the year. I think I had Bills Rams in the beginning.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. We all thought Bills Rams. No one thought though that the Rams would be like the 2017 Eagles, peak and then fall.
And remember too, I think they're over the cap, and that's a hard time they've been. Because remember, they also had Andrew Whitworth, even though he was on the last year of his contract and he retired. That allowed the O-line to get worse.
Yeah, and the thing is, for some reason, when they brought up the caps in the Super Bowl, I had a sneaking suspicion it was going to be like the Eagles. They
Mhm.
put too much of the cap. They put too many eggs in one basket, and now the
And it
eggs
bit
are
him in the
cracking.
ass.
And their eggs are cracking. They're falling out of the bottom of the basket. That's what's happening. The basket broke. The basket's no more. The eggs are down and they're crumbled. And they're cracked.
Damn. You had to go that far? I don't
Yes,
want
I had to
that.
go that. I had to go that far, Mitch. I had to.
Damn
I had to do
it.
it. I had to do it. That's the exact analogy that was needed because that's what happened to this Rams team. That's exactly what happened. They've crumbled. But back to Packers and Bills. Aaron Rodgers,
Just hang it up.
stop being a whiny little a-hole. Play your game.
Hey,
Well-
he's thinking about the State Farm commercials.
Just think about discount double check, okay? Oh wait, he can't think about the State Farm commercials because he lost that endorsement
He's still thinking
to a
about
better
that.
quarterback.
He's actually, you know what he's thinking about? He's thinking about Jeopardy.
I mean, don't get me wrong though. I think he's a good host for Jeopardy. Let's keep it a buck here. But it's just the fact that, and also you also remember too that like it's not. I mean, we also talked about this like we said earlier with our guest. Like she actually broke it down. It's like it was between even though Devontae Adams left on his own accord, but I even mentioned the fact that the Packers were about to give him a good amount, but lowball him in a way that. He was going to get a good chunk of money, but it was going to be less of what Aaron Rodgers was making, and that's why I think Devontae Adams left. Now they're still stuck without a wide receiver one, which has always been the biggest issue for them. Now you have a guy like Rodgers, who you're a veteran quarterback. You're supposed to help these kids learn. Yes, we get it. The Packers are one of the publicly owned franchises in NFL history. And yes, we know that some certain franchises have a certain standard to be met. But you're the elder statesman in the locker room. And that the fact that you're acting like a complete and total bitch, for lack of a better term,
He's acting
dude.
He's acting like a whiny teenager.
He's like the football version of CM Punk.
Oh my god!
I know. I hate to put it. I had to put it that. Look, you had.
I don't think I would go that far because he's not calling. He's not fighting. He's not.
Oh damn!
Here's the reason why I say I would. He's not fighting with his own teammates. Fist fighting with his own teammates in the locker room, like Punk did. Is he whiny like Punk? Yes.
Well, but that's where I was.
He ain't fighting backstage, throwing chairs at people. Okay. He's just being a whiny little brat.
Well, yeah.
But he went 19 for 30. Could do way better than that if he wasn't such a whiny little idiot.
Well, no Philly tonight.
Yep, unfortunately. God damn it. I gotta cancel the damn thing.
Dang rain. Well,
what are you gonna do
instead? The thing is.
Probably Monday Night Football, maybe.
Dang it, man.
And
I'm stuck watching.
If you want, just connect to the Jets.
But,
yeah.
I don't the way that, because like you said too, I mean, the only way I said he was like the football version because of the whiny part. That's
I know you're getting that. But
I'm not like not a full blown comparison.
I know what you're meaning.
So my bad. I should have clarified.
No, you're good. You're good. You're fine. He went 19 for 30, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's rookie numbers.
Okay.
Now, Jones had 20 carries for 143 yards, no touchdowns. But Josh Allen had an iffy game, too. Yeah, he had an iffy game.
Which is shocking.
He went 13 for 25, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's iffy. He had an iffy game. Mm-hmm. Devin Singletary had 14 carries for 67 yards. And Aaron Rodgers continues to struggle. Let's face it. Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That stat line doesn't look too bad, but
I think he also got sacked twice.
He got sacked twice.
Yep.
He just looks terrible in games. looking at the stats, he looks decent, but if you're looking at the game, the guy's a travesty. Guy's a travesty. No ifs or buts. And because of his struggles, they are 3-4 this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's shut. And I said this too. Like, it's bad enough to, like, you have the Vikings fans laughing at you. You got the Bears fans. Yes, even though the Bears have more pain, but at least they're laughing at you because you suck. And you have the Lions fans who are worse than you, and they are laughing at you.
Yep.
Basically, everyone's laughing at each other.
You have a 1-win team in your division laughing at you right now. A 1-win team.
I'll say this too. If it will be funny, could you imagine? Like, say, just I know this may or may not happen. If the Lions somehow go on a winning streak, could you imagine the Packers sitting in the last place, last place in the NFC North, and then you say that would be funny. Right. But like I said, it may not exactly be happening with the Lions, but we'll get to them in just like you said. We'll get them until later because.
Oh, I forgot the Lions. No.
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 I forgot the Lions game. Oh, no.
God, you nincompoop.
I'm a nincompoop.
Nincompoop.
I'm sorry, that's too funny of a word.
You know,
because
SpongeBob, laughing my pain, SpongeBob. Okay. But yeah, I literally just saw that. I forgot to write it down. Wait. Did I write it down? No, I didn't. Listen, I got too excited. I forgot a game.
No, you're all good. But what's the word nincompoop?
Nincompoop. It just means it's just like a longer word to mean complete idiot. I think.
It's a funny way to say it. Hey, well, you're not.
But it's funnier than saying idiot because it has the word poop in it.
Nincompoop. Order our patties.
Anyway, can somebody bring up the score to the Lions game for me?
Rob, I'm busy laughing.
Yes, I can, my good sir.
Oh my God, I am such a total nincompoop. Emphasis on the poop.
Well, welcome to Mitch's world.
Wait, what?
What? Why does it turn into you dissing Mitch?
It's fine. I'll get him back later. Don't worry.
Oh, trust me. But
hold on, let me go back out of the site again because it's messing up.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, if you want to put your channel on Jeff's thing, attach it.
Nah, I'm good. All right, just gotta wait for Tyler. So the Lions, despite being 1 of 5,
they lost. Yeah,
they lost 30. They lost by 31-27.
All right,
Miami Dolphins.
31-27. I feel like I don't know the stat line for these teams, but I bet you amount of money.
I actually can pull that up right now. Actually, pull up on my phone right now.
No, I think I'm just trying to get through this.
Oh yeah.
No, so I feel like, and I know now the stream's scrolling up on me again.
Ah, damn.
Are you kidding me?
Is that signs that the Sixers are gonna win?
I don't know, man. All I know is I'm pissed that the Phillies game 3 is postponed.
So let me get this straight. So tomorrow will be game 3, and then game 4 will be Thursday?
We'll take it. Tomorrow is game 4, but I think they might have to push it back a day. That's what I'm thinking.
Why can't they just make tomorrow game 3 and put the other game Thursday game 4?
Okay.
Oh look, I have no arms.
Oh my God, floating hands. Anyway, I feel like Dan Campbell really craps the bed in the fourth quarter every single time. And it stems to last year too.
Yes. This
man needs to be better in the fourth quarter. He's a great coach. We know the potential he has as a coach. But he has to be better in the fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely. Because the way that I see it is because if you really look at it, it's not just. I mean, Danny Campbell can do so much as a head coach because remember you have the offensive coordinator. It's the offensive coordinator at times. Well, I mean, their offense is good, but remember their defensive coordinator isn't that great, and their defense is one of the worst in the NFL, which is shocking because I mean you already have the teams like the Texans that's at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to defense. I mean, but it's just I say this is more of the defense.
Yeah, it's more on the defense this game, but past games it was on Dan Campbell messing up. Fourth quarter drives, but it pains me because we had this team being way better than what they were this year.
But
they're at what, 1-6, 1-7?
They're 1-6 now, going into week A against the Packers.
They're 1-6. You're going against the Packers, who've been very lowly. If you lose against them, you're in trouble. You're already in trouble with a 1-6 record, but you're going to really be in trouble if you lose to the Packers.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
I feel so bad for the Packers, man. It's so funny how Devontae Adams gets traded to the Raiders. They suck, and the Packers suck.
That's the thing. I was gonna think. Thanks for bringing that up. That was a lose-lose situation
for both sides.
From both sides, you get Devontae.
Even the Packers didn't draft anybody good.
You get Devontae Adams.
Watson.
You get Devontae Adams. He's terrible for you guys. The whole team's terrible.
2 yards.
He only had 2 yards. then you have the Packers. Aaron Rodgers being a whiny little brat. He ain't playing well. He's taking sacks left and right.
Pause. Sorry.
Okay. Not that kind of sack, Rob.
I would have done it. I would have said that.
I knew Mitch was thinking.
Yes, guys. Yes. He's being teabagged all game. That's what's happening.
Pause.
Doing get COD style.
He did it COD style. He's getting it COD style. He's getting COD style entire game, Rob. Yeah, that's what happened. That is exactly what happened. No. He's taking hits all game. I'm not saying sacks anymore. He's taking hits all game. Thanks, Rob. I'm scared to say the word sack now.
You said it again.
Okay.
Let's just
go to the fun facts here, to the end of the stream. The fun facts.
Yeah, go for it.
I can't. But the Eagles. The first fun fact I have for you guys in the stream here: the Eagles are 7-0 for the first time since 2004.
Yay!
Fantastic.
And for those who don't know, 2004 was our Super Bowl run.
Yep, that we lost, but
we lost.
Not here or there.
Right, field goal.
The Eagles are the second team in the Super Bowl.
Wait, Rob, what?
I say by a field goal.
Ow.
We lost by a field goal.
Yeah, by a field goal. But we're the second team in the Super Bowl era with 2 or fewer giveaways. First is this 2017, the 2017 Chiefs. Very cool. Great. Yep. A.J. Brown is the first player to record 3 touchdown catches of 25 or more yards in the first half since Drew Bennett did it on December 5th, 2004.
And here's the thing. A.J. Brown gets drug tested.
He goes, sure, drug test me, why don't you? Ooh. He came back clean.
I know, but it's just like out of the blue. Of course, after he had the best.
Like, of course, I get drug tested the day I went off.
Yeah.
He just pooped all over. He pooped all over us Pittsburgh.
Dude, he crapped all over Minka Fitzpatrick the entire game. Bill Belichick would record his 325th win, passing Hall of Famer George Halas for second most wins as head coach.
I know,
Congratulations.
That too, and I know Gooley's probably not happy about it.
Probably not happy. It was against his team.
Gooley ever never mind.
Well, listen, he's a Bears fan. Listen, Mitch, he's a Bears fan, and he's never happy about that team. About that team. But
and Gooley said the exact same thing too.
Yeah.
Then again, Gooley wouldn't even care.
Yeah, he wouldn't care. He would have said the same thing. But I know we mentioned this earlier, but this is a fun fact. McCaffrey is the fourth player since 1970 to have a touchdown pass, a touchdown run, and a touchdown catch in one game. He went crazy.
Well, it's a good thing too, and I'll say this too, because I feel like now he's actually with the real team that's actually competing for a playoff spot rather than just sit. Because I think getting him out of Carolina, I thought was a very smart move by Carolina. Because let's be real, you can't not waste a good running back like Chris McCaffrey.
Yeah. You were wasting his career.
And the tank bowl.
Yeah, you were wasting his career.
The tank bowl.
Yeah, now they're in the tank bowl. Tyreek Hill passes Wes Welker for third most receiving yards in the first 8 games. Hill has 961 yards this season.
I love Wes Welker.
He was awesome. He was awesome for us for teams.
Oh wow, that heard that in years.
So all right. But Hill has 961 yards. Walker had 960 yards in the first 8 games in 2011.
Wait. How many yards does Tyreek Hill have?
961.
He needs 8. He needs 8 more.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He also ties.
You knew that was gonna happen, Rob.
Yeah, you knew it. He also ties Tim Brown, Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice, and Antonio Brown for most games in one season with 10 receptions for 150 yards.
Damn.
Yeah. So he's going crazy too. So yeah, that was our show for you guys today. Thanks to you, Rob, for being a guest, and thanks to you, Mitch, for being a guest. I'll probably have a guest per episode because I really despise hating by myself. You know how incredibly awkward that intro was today because I hate doing them.
Hey, it's the first one. We're still working on all the kinks. So next
all
week,
the kinks are going through. I promise I will write every single score down next time. Okay?
I'm sorry. The only thing I can think of is SpongeBob laughing now.
Yeah. Play the clip again. Just laugh at my pain. Laugh at my pain.
No. We're going to laugh at the fact. You know what? I'm going to play this video.
Those haters can't stand us. Left hand
God damn
We're
it.
not quitting, Randy. We are not quitting. We are not quitting. You thought we quit. We're not quitting. Go Birds.
And I like this one. I don't know if you guys like this clip, but this should be my last one.
Who are you people?
All right. So, Tyler, you want to close this out?
Well, that was our show for you today. This has been the Pigskin. I'm forgetting my intro again. My name.
Pigskin
Recap. The Pigskin Recap, Tyler. The Pigskin Recap with Tyler. Thanks to Mitch. Thanks to Rob for being a guest. If you guys want to be a guest, hit me up. I'll
hit him up or hit me up. I'll get guests involved. Don't worry.
Hit Mitch
I'll
up.
get people.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I had a lot of fun doing this show.
Great.
Thanks Mitch for the opportunity to do this show.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys next week, Monday at 6:00 Eastern Time. I don't know the other time differences, so just Eastern Time on my end.
It's 3:00 PST and it's 4:00
3:00 Pacific. 3:00 Pacific. 8/7 Central.
All right,
So,
guys.
thank you guys for showing up, showing out, and happy football. Peace.
Yeah, and make sure you guys like the stream.
Like,
Hit the
subscribe.
subscribe button. We're 9 away from 200, so we
Get
can
that
get there
200.
soon rather than later. We just got a total of 7 likes for the first episode, which is great. I'm really happy with
Awesome
that
job.
number.
Awesome job.
All right,
I
guys.
told you, Mitch, I would deliver.
You did.
Heck
All
yeah.
right, guys. We'll catch you all later. Have a good rest of your night. Sorry that there's no fills.
Yeah, sorry about that. There's nothing we can do.
All right.
Mother Nature
We'll
hates
catch you
us.
all later.
Peace.
Yep, we'll catch you all later. Have a good one.